Hello everyone, it is Cyberpurse and welcome to the very first video that I am making on my channel for Clash Royale. This game is amazing. I love this game, 2 bits, and I've been playing it so many times, and I figured it would finally be the right time to provide you guys with content that I feel can help you guys become better players at Clash Royale. Now, I imagine that a lot of you guys out there have no idea what this game is all about, so this video will be serving as an introductory video in which I'm going to be explaining the basic mechanics of this game, and I'll also provide you guys with the information that you need to know about what you can expect from me on this channel on this game. So, the way the game works is you are a commander, and you're playing against another player that is also a commander. And you got different types of cards, which are units with different abilities at your disposal to get rid of those pesky little towers. Now, every single time you're going to be destroying a tower, you're going to be rewarded with a crown. And the player with the most crowns at the end of a battle wins the game. Now you see a king tower in the middle of each side, and that is the king tower. There's no real name for it, but I'll just call it the king tower because there's a king standing on top of it. If you kill or destroy that tower, you win the game. It's that simple. That's why there are 2 towers at the side to help protecting the king, because the towers also fight back. Now if you end up accidentally, if both towers are still there, end up hitting the middle tower, then the king activates his cannon and he's gonna start firing away as well. It is not as scary as you think, but as you can see at the top over there, the king is already busy fighting that witch at the right side. So this game can be compared to a mashup of League of Legends and Clash of Clans, because as you can see, there's some familiar Clash of Clans faces in there, like the witch and the wizard at the bottom, and there are some goblins over there and some minions, you know. All very familiar because it's from the same creators as Clash of Clans. So this game is more in depth than you might think. There is an endless variety of cards at your disposal, and essentially what you want to be accomplishing in this game is to make the ultimate deck that is not only good offensively but can also defend, because, well, you're always busy attacking, but you're also always busy defending. So I'm going to help you guys with a couple of basic deck builds that I feel can help you guys out in a really great way. I'm also going to tell you some really great opening moves and give you beginner tips. I'll eventually start over as well. I'm currently top 25 global, and I'm going to show you guys the high cool stuff as well, but I'm also going to show you guys whenever I'm going to be getting new cards and what you can expect with chest and so on and so forth, so that way you can decide for yourself whether or not you want to be doing. As you guys can see, the match right now is over. The top player just won because he was able to take out 2 of the towers, and the bottom player actually won because his other tower almost got destroyed. So this is TV Royale. Over here you're able to see the best players in there. And I'm just going to jump into a training match to give you guys a certain perspective about how I play the game. So that way maybe you got a little bit of more information about this. Now, I just want to point out the fact that every single match that I'll be playing will most likely be a voiceover, because it is really hard to focus at the game and commentate at the same time. It's a little easier with Boom Beach than Clash. With Clash Royale, that is a little bit harder. I actually find it easier to commentate while doing Boom Beach for some odd reason. Anyway, I'm starting off with a defensive structure. It's an Inferno Tower. As you can see, all of the units are dragged to it, and it basically burns it down. Is that awesome? Over here, he drops a Giant. That is a unit that will always focus on buildings. Buildings are buildings that you deploy, but also the towers and the King Tower. And every single card, it's just hard to explain. Every single card has a unique ability to what they do. But basically, you got 3 sorts of troops that you need to take into consideration. Normal troops, which will attack everything that they will see. Air troops, which cannot be hit by ground types, and then you got the giant sort of troops, or troops with a special ability, which will only focus on attacking buildings. Now what you're seeing as well is I just dropped a free spell. I also got an archer, an arrow spell at my disposal. At the left side you can actually see a bunch of arrows. You usually want to use the arrows at giant horse because it didn't do a whole lot of damage on the giant, as you can see. He's dropping a prince. I am going to be distracting everything with the tower again. Disrupting a couple of units while his attention is shifted away. And as you can see, it's pretty dynamic. This is just a NPC battle. Non-player characters, not a real battle. But as you can see, I already took down one of his towers. There's still 1 minute and 70 seconds left on the clock. And basically the way it works is at the bottom you see elixir. The elixir will generate over time. And with that elixir, you have the ability, you already see it, to deploy units. Now, if there's 1 minute left, almost 1 minute left, you'll be seeing a 2 times elixir bubble at the right top corner, which means I'm gonna be getting double elixir, and so does the opponent, to speed up the game. This is where in my opinion, where the fun starts, because everybody will be rushing and it's very exciting and you just want to drop as many cards as possible to hopefully just destroy the enemy. And as you can see, I'm doing a great job at doing that because I'm already at the King's Tower and the opponent isn't even close. Now, granted, once again, this is not a real battle, this is a battle against a computer, so, you know, that's not all that exciting. We can only imagine how that's going to be going whenever you're playing against a real player, right? So that's basically it. That's honestly the main mechanic of the game. That's how it works. That's how you do things. Now, over here you see all sorts of cards. And I'll be doing card features and such and stuff that I feel would be cool to show you guys. Different deck builds, opening moves. Once again, I have so many ideas. And if you guys got any suggestions, make sure you leave them in the comment section down below as well. Because I'm always open to hear what you guys got to say about Clash Royale. And if you guys want some tips, then by all means, please do provide me with some suggestions in the comment section down below. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to show you guys a real battle that I will be doing live to show you how difficult it is to provide you guys with live commentary. So that being said, let's go ahead and find an opponent and let's just go ahead and jump right into the battle. Okay, we're in a battle against a guy which name I cannot pronounce, so I'm sorry for that. We're starting off with 4 cards. We have a goblin card. I like to use this card first, and the reason being is that the opponent doesn't always have arrows ready to counter against this. So right now he has minions, which is good, but we're still able to do like 500 damage onto his units. Now, we got minions as well, and we're just going to be using them, but know that he's also using the same attack, and I don't have a counter to that either, so I'm dropping my freeze spell to sort of counter that in a way. Right now I'm kind of waiting to see what he's going to be doing because I'm not really that afraid. I'm basically like, you know what, those archers can come to my tower, take some damage, and then we'll see how things are going to be going. There's also some minions incoming, and I'm like, well, that's a little bit dangerous. Let's just drop the Inferno Tower. He drops the freeze spell, which basically makes sure that I'm not able to do anything at all. So I'm dropping my arrows to take care of the units. I have another goblin barrel ready, but I'm not going to draw it immediately because he hasn't used his arrows yet. And I'm assuming that in every single deck there's going to be arrows somewhere. Right now building up some elixir, and he's dropping a witch. Now that one is going to be summoning other units at the same time. I'm going to counter the other side with a balloon, seeing what he's going to be doing. He's dropping some minions. That is kind of bad news from my side. He takes down my balloon. Now, the balloon does a ton of damage. It really does a ton of damage. If you do not take down the balloon, it will do like 800 damage per hit on your tower. It's very fragile, the balloon, but the moment it's active, it is so incredibly strong that yeah, if you don't stop it, you're just gonna go down. Like, I've seen instances where the balloon, you were freezing the tower, and then the balloon could take down the tower at the left or the right, and also the main tower. So that's how game breaking the balloon can be. So right now I don't really have anything that spectacular. I have a goblin barrel over here. I have a balloon incoming. You can actually see at the left side what is incoming very soon. You can basically play your you can basically play around just like that. And what I'm dropping here right now is I'm gonna be dropping some arrows. I have a balloon and minion combo that I can use. Now, if I had the ability to drop the minions behind the balloon immediately, that would have brought me at an advantage. In this particular case, that is not the case, but still, we're able to reach his HQ, and we're doing a ton of damage, only leaving 352 health left. I'm dropping another goblin barrel to hopefully finish this guy off at this tower, but he's dropping the skeleton army, only 203 health remaining at the tower. Let's see what the Inferno Tower is going to be doing. I think I'm going to be needing to stop the Goblin Barrel at my headquarters. It's still kind of hard to go around guessing what the names are, but as you can see, we're at a big disadvantage. The timer is about to run off, and right now 2 of my towers are already destroyed, and once the timer is gone and it's a tie, then you are going in overtime. But in this particular case, he already took 2 of my towers and I took none of them, and as a result I did not win. It's kind of hard to commentate while playing at the same time. That's something I'm gonna tell you guys right off the get-go there. So what you're going to be seeing is not a whole lot of live commentaries because, well, playing at the top rank really requires most of your concentration to actually do well. Right now, rank 30 in the world right now, so I'm pretty proud of that. I was actually in Chief Pat's video and Gaming with Mods video. I want to thank those guys for the shout out, of course. That is really appreciated. I was ranked number 2 at a certain point whenever there weren't a whole lot of people playing, and back then I was fighting for rank number 1 with Chief Pat. That was a whole lot of fun and we actually did make it, but once again, there's not a whole lot of Dutch people playing. As you guys can see, I'm currently ranked number 1 in the Dutch leaderboards. If you guys want to play the game, once again, I'm going to be linking Nick and Knight's video in the video description down below, so that way you guys know how to download the game. Unfortunately on iOS, to give you more information about the actual global launch and Android, supposedly that's targeted for February. So I'm able to kind of like prepare you guys for what you can expect, give you some beginner tips, so that way you guys are off to a good start as well. Now, you may be a little bit intimidated while playing Clash Royale, because obviously you're able to buy certain chests in order to get better cards. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna be a worse player or anything like that if you're up against someone who paid a whole lot of money for this game. In this particular case, I would say if someone is 2 or 3 levels higher than you in the game, and I'm talking about the left top corner, you're still able to beat them as long as your deck profile is built up right. So that is very, very important. The game has a certain aspect of pay to win, but it's most definitely skill that is more involved. I would say it's a balance between 80% to 20%. I mean, the best player with the best cards could still lose against the worst player with the best strategy. So let me quickly take a look at my guild right now. It's called Nefarious. We're right now top 5 globally. I'm not really sure. If any of you guys out here are looking for a good guild and you've been playing for a while, we're looking for people to join in our guild with 1200 trophies and up. So please do not request if you have lower. We're really trying to maintain our top positions. But yeah, this is just a brief intro about Clash Royale, just showing you guys that I am also, yes, playing the game, and I'll be streaming it tonight as well. For now, I hope that you guys enjoyed this intro. More content coming soon for beginners, advanced, and so on and so forth. So that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, make sure that if you guys like this video, to boom, give it a thumbs up. That being said though, my name is Reversal for Clash Royale. I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.